Hey guys, Alex here. Quick video about blockers and when to talk about blockers and just defining what blockers are really. Um, I've been doing this job for quite a long time and I've heard blockers used in the wrong context quite a few times. So I really want to talk about in what context you would be talking about blockers. So they're sometimes called impediments. What they really are is a request for help. What we really want is our team to have a word that says, I've got a plan but I'm blocked from delivering that plan and I need help, please. And so we use blockers. And within the daily stand up, it's part of the stand up to ask, does each person have any blockers or not? What it isn't, it's not an opportunity to raise risks or issues. It might be an issue. It depends on what your issue is. If it's realised already, then and if it's causing a block, then perhaps it is an issue. But it's certainly not excuses. And I don't know which audience I'm going for here, but don't get them mixed up. It's no good telling me I had a blocker yesterday because you didn't come and chat to me as the scrum master. So have a think about your language. You can easily enough say, look, I had a problem, it took longer, but be careful about using blockers for blockers. Having said that, you do get blockers in the day and you address them and can get through them pretty quickly. Let's talk about the onion. Let's peel the onion a little bit on this one. So minute by minute, hour by hour, individuals, we get blockers. I need a cup of tea. I'm blocked from getting my cup of tea because I've got to finish this meeting off or I've got to do this video. That was a blocker from me getting my cup of tea. But I overcome that and I'm not going to go and tell everybody about my inability to get my cup of tea when I want to do it. It's just natural. It's just a part of the day. Next time I'll plan a little bit better. It's not really a blocker. You do get them, and it's worth just recognizing that. But you're able to deal with them yourself. That's not what we call a blocker, but you do get them. Outside of that daily, you have an opportunity to talk about to your team the blockers. And they're not really blockers, really, until you've just raised with your team. You say, look, I've got this thing that could be a blocker, and you might have someone in the team that can help with that. And that really means that we validated that it's not a blocker. The team's able to deal with it. The individual couldn't, which often most of them are fixed by the individual. The next biggest category is the team solves them. So I've worked on a squad for a whole year, for instance. I might genuinely have one or two blockers that come through. Most of the other stuff gets addressed by the team, even within the daily stand-up. Oh, I'm blocked because I can't find the code. Well, such and such there can give you the code. Hopefully, you're not even getting to the stand-up for those things. You've got a nice team culture. Outside of that is the org. This is genuinely where the Scrum Master has it in his role description to say unblocks organizational problems for the team. So the team is unable to address it. Now, this is what I would call they're very much the blockers. These are the blockers that you want to take out of the team. You want to get them off their back, get them to stop worrying about the block, and the Scrum Master would be a servant leader and go and address that blocker for them and hopefully come back and have it fixed soon, possibly even take that work out of the sprint in order to get them working. But blockers that really get out that the team can't solve are no longer the team's problem. The Scrum Master takes those on and gets them off their back and lets them get on with the stuff they can fix. The final type of blocker, so you might, with an organizational one, daily, you'd probably try and you might have a scrum of scrums or a team of teams or even some of the meetings that you've got or some of the forums that you can address. The most difficult, toughest to control are environmental blockers. Microsoft Azure's gone down. Well, that's a pretty big one. That's a very big blocker. We can't fix it. We'll have to work on it. I can't even give you examples here, really, because I don't know how to fix them because they're things that are out of our control. So that's what we label under blockers. It's really good in your stand-up if you want to finish your stand-up. You have this is what I did yesterday, this one I'm doing tomorrow, before tomorrow. I have no blockers. It's one really good use for it is for putting a full stop at the end of your little update. That's blockers. That's a part of the playbook. Go and check all the other chapters out, including velocity, all the other things that you'd expect to talk about, including daily stand-ups, on my website. I hope you enjoyed this video.